Pochettino, after the game, comes out and says that we deserve to win. We deserve to win 1-0 or 2-0. I mean, I don't disagree with that. Chelsea deserve to win every game. The problem is that we just can't score a goal. Hello there guys, welcome back to the channel. You've seen the title, you know the scenario. Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0. This was a must win and we didn't win, so we've got a lot to talk about this video. There's some serious accusations going to be thrown out here at the recruitment, at the owners, at Poch, we've got a lot to talk about this video because we have to get back to reality, which is that there's been no difference this season and last season. Pre-season was a lie. We thought we're going to have a good season based on pre-season. That was a lie. We are not going to have a good season. So let's get on into this video, guys. If you do enjoy, do leave a like and subscribe to our channel. We're trying to get to 1k subscribers. So beginning into the game, 0-0. Does that reflect the performance? Of course it doesn't. But it never does. The scoreline never reflects the reality of a Chelsea performance. You know why? Because we just can't score. And I'm not even joking. Today, I started watching the game with a mentality that it's going to be very, very rare and hard for us to score. And things were panning out exactly the way I thought. You've got Gallagher putting a close range shot above the bar. Then you've got Nicholas Jackson hitting the post. And then in the second half, that Sterling free kick hits the crossbar, on the line, doesn't go in. Then it lands to Colwill, who actually manages to score, and it's offside. I don't know whether you'll call this a skill problem, just being unlucky, but at that point, life was just trolling. Honestly, the game was trolling Chelsea fans. We could not have come closer to scoring, but actually not scoring. At that point, it was just a troll. Those quick misses, and then, you know, that moment was just the icing on the cake when Jackson gets the ball. He's one-on-one with the defender. There's the goal behind him, and he just shoots it somewhere into the stadium to some random fan. I think some fan just yelled, "Can I have the ball?" And he was like, "Yeah, thank you." He was like, yeah, no problem, you can have it. That's what it felt like with that shot. It's not even close. And that brings me back to the recruitment, and oh my god. What is this team, man? What is this team? If we start from the beginning of the game, we started off well. Mudryk started. Finally, Mudryk started. Which was just... Thank God Chilwell's not playing left wing again. It's Mudryk. So he starts. It's a good start to the game. We're creating chances. Good tempo. But I'm not, having much hope, because that's what we do every game, alright? It's whether we score is the actual thing. We look close to scoring. I genuinely thought we could score in the first half an hour, but we didn't. And when I saw that Jackson hitting the post, that Conor Gallagher near miss, and then the other miss from Conor Gallagher where it was saved by Neto, at that point I knew, man. I knew we're not gonna score. I knew it's not happening. But we still kept watching because of course we have to watch. And then that Sterling free kick, it was too close to the goal in my opinion. I thought it would just be a waste of a free kick. But Sterling manages to do it so well that it hits the crossbar, almost goes in, bounces off the line, and then Colwill is there who actually manages to score, but he's offside. But he is offside, and what more do we need, man? What more do we need to score away at Bournemouth? This was a game we won even last season under Frank Lampard. And when we bring up last season, you have to bring up the signings, the manager, because nothing has changed this season. Nothing at all has changed this season. Pre-season, we had an unbeaten pre-season. We were scoring goals for fun. I actually thought it was going to be a good season, This 7-8 games that we had at the start of the season, these simple games, which we're not managing to even win. I genuinely thought we were going to go on a good run into that horror set of fixtures we have in October, November, and December. But we're going in the run of this kind of form, and we don't even have Tuchel's 10 points like last season to save us. we're gonna get battered. We're gonna be in the relegation zone by Christmas. And this is not even a joke. You know, the media talk about 1 billion spent. You look at the lineup that played for us yesterday. If I ask you last year in 2022 summer, how much you think that lineup is worth? No one would say more than 100 million. Because Reece James, Chilwell, free signings, so was Colwill, so was Thiago Silva, alright? I don't think Ugochukwu, Disasi, Jackson, and what's his name? Robert Sanchez, Enzo in 2022 sum up to 100 million. They don't. We've just paid 10 times the amount for less than 10 times the product. And that's visible. We do not have a top level team. Aston Villa has a better team than us. And I'm not even joking, Aston Villa has a better starting lineup than us. So do Brighton, so do every other club challenging for European sports. And that's why I now think we won't make it. You know, of course we all hope that last season was going to be just a one season thing, just a one season blip. We have to face the reality. That's not true. We have permanently gotten into such a state. We are not a top team right now. Present day, we are not a top team. We're not in Europe. We're struggling in the Premier League. 5 points from 5 games. We could have a 40-point season again. I'm not even joking. We could genuinely have a 40-point season. We've got 1 win in 5 games. You do the math and you're getting 7-8 wins the whole season. 7-8 wins the whole season. There was a time when Chelsea used to have 7-8 games they didn't win the whole season. And now look at us. You know, every time I watch Chelsea play, I just have to go back and watch some highlights to normalize myself. Because it's gone down below a certain baseline. It's gone down below the acceptable level, what we're playing at this football club right now. You know, you look at this man. You look at the times when we had this man, Eden Hazard. That was the Chelsea. You know, like seasons like 17-18, 18-19, 19-20, you wouldn't say we had good seasons then, alright? But even Chelsea's bad season included winning a trophy or at least getting to a final or qualifying for Europe and even the Champions League. 17-18 finished 5th, won the FA Cup. 18-19 3rd and Europa League. 19-20 lost the FA Cup final, but at least we got there for once, and then we came 4th. So we qualified for the Champions League under transfer ban and everything. And then next season, of course, we go on and win the Champions League. And if you compare the two squads, that Champions League squad, that season we made about 250 million worth of signings, and of course the past players and all. You could say it took about 300-400 million to assemble that Champions League squad. Now this present team we have, it's taken 1 billion plus, more than double the money, but that team was 10 times better than what we have right now. And even though we're not playing Chilwell at left back, we're playing Colwill at left back. Looks like some guy has to play out of position in this system. Why are we playing Colwill left back? Do you not have Ben Chilwell at your disposal? Why not play only 2 of Disasi, Silva and Colwill and have Chilwell at left back, Mudryk at left wing? And some of the passing decisions. Enzo Fernandez was not visible yesterday. Enzo was just not visible yesterday. Conor Gallagher, Sterling, there were some brilliant through balls to Jackson available that we've seen him finish in pre-season, but no one gave it to him. Looks like we're going to have to bring on Cucurella from the bench again to give him those passes, because he's who did it in pre-season. So there's a lack of passing, lack of scoring, that's already been discussed. Robert Sanchez, criticized him a lot, Robert Sanchez. I think he's been making some errors recently, but that was a good game. And without Robert Sanchez, we would have lost. And it would have been the typical last season Todd Bowley Chelsea loss, where we dominate the game, don't score, concede somehow, and lose. That Disasi tackle, which gave away the free kick at the edge of the box, if that would have been in the box, that was exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. Dominating the whole game, not scoring, near the end giving away a penalty, losing 1-0. At this point, I'm thankful it's a draw. We at least get 1 point. We are 14th in the table. Congrats to the team. They've managed to raise their rank by 2. We were 12th now, we're 14th now. Let's go, guys. Great job. So yeah, that's it, guys. If you look at our fixtures, man, we've got Aston Villa next. Not going to be an easy game. Then we've got some easy games, Fulham, and I think we've got Burnley. But after that, let's say we manage to beat Fulham and Burnley, yeah? Let's say we get 11 points from 8 games. And we head into that run of games. We've got 8 horrific games. I don't see how we can manage to get more than 6 points from those 8 games. I am not even joking. We could see a scenario where after 16 games, we're on 19 points. We could genuinely be in the relegation battle by Christmas. And this is not even a joke. We could genuinely be in the relegation battle by Christmas. Because we have such a difficult run of games incoming. All of them are top 8 sides. And we are not in the top 8 side right now. We are not a top 8 side. I did think we were going to finish in the Champions League spot in pre-season. But I've been brought down to reality. And we have to face the reality. Which is that Todd Bowley's system is not going to work. No matter how much time you give it, it's not going to work. This isn't the NBA, the MLB, whatever you call it in US, man. He thinks he's gonna play Football Manager in real life. I do it all the time on FIFA, but that's not how real football works. Chelsea fans, you've been screaming for a rebuild. Times when we don't score, they're like, oh, just sell the whole squad, bring a new squad. He's actually managed to do that, but are you guys happy? Are you happy? No. This is why. And Caicedo, who's never been injured last season for Brighton, comes into Chelsea, within 1 month he's out injured. Either the ground at Cobham is made out of concrete or something, or Stamford Bridge is a problem. There's something wrong at Chelsea. We've got 12 players out on the injury list. Did you see our bench? Except for Ben Chilwell, no one has played more than 3. No one has had more than 3 starts in the Premier League on that bench. Pathetic, man. What has this team come to? So it's a 0-0 draw, 1 point. This was a must-win and he didn't win. And because of that, now serious questions are being raised. And no, I'm not talking about sacking Pochettino and whatnot. He needs to be given time. But this is not how this season can go, man. We can't spend 2 seasons finishing in the bottom half. Because then we've got some problems. We've got serious problems. And you know what? If you do that, I'm pretty sure Todd Bowley is going to try and sell the club. Because, let's be honest, he's only here for profit. And we're not making any profit like this. So yeah. Well, let me know, guys, what you think about this game in the comments below. We've got a lot to talk about this season. We've got a lot of games coming up. Let's see how those games are going to go, guys. Still, optimism is key, right? Even after all of this, we have to be optimistic about the future games. So I'll see you guys for the next video. Hope you enjoyed the video even after the pathetic result. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe to our channel for more Chelsea content. And I'll see you for the next one, guys. Goodbye.